Hi everyone, I am Payal and I welcome everyone in my today's class. So you can see on the screen that here in today's class we are going to talk about specifically talking about the March month. So government schemes jitni bhi March month mein rahe hai, we'll see that in the coming slides. Of course, each and every scheme that is there, of course, the students who have taken the batches, they're already given with the compilation, but here we'll decode that each and every scheme that was discussed in the month of March. We'll just discuss them one by one. So before I jump onto the schemes, you can see that this is my Telegram channel. So the name is Economy with Payal, wherein I keep on posting the content that is very relevant from your examination perspective, related to current affairs and economics also. So of course, if you want, you can just join it. The name is Economy with Payal. Now coming on to the first scheme that we have. So the first scheme we have here is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Mudra means what? Everyone knows that what is Mudra Yojana. But why here this is in the news? Because here we have an extension of it. ठीक है, हमारे पास 3 bifurcations है. We'll discuss that in the coming slides. Now here we have 4 distinctions here, or I would say जो 4 bifurcation है that have been made by the government of India, and there is an extension of the loan that government used to provide here. Mudra Yojana के बारे में everyone knows here that collateral free loan is provided by banks. Government जो collateral free loan है, that is basically there to start your businesses. So the banks say that if you want to start your businesses, specifically for micro and small business, if you want to open, so we'll provide you help, we'll provide you a loan. You need not to worry on that part, but we will also provide you collateral free loan. You need not to put anything against it. We'll provide you collateral free loan, but your task is to enhance your specifications, to enhance your skills in business. Now one by one we'll see that what is all about Mudra Yojana. So first you can see that it was launched in the year of 2015, specifically about date. So April 8, 2015 is the exact date. Since it is in news, there are high chances that a question can be asked. So it is very important to know each and everything, to remember each and everything right from the launch date till what is the current update that has been here. So you firstly see that what was the launch date. So it was basically your 8th April 2015. It comes under your Ministry of Finance, and implementing agency kaun si hai? Your Mudra Limited is your implementing agency. Now what is the objective? So I already told you that if you want to enhance your business, enhance your skills in business, if you want to promote your business, so collateral free loan will be provided to you, but specifically your micro as well as your small business. Okay, this is what comes under it. Now we have type. So it is very important that whenever you are reading any of the scheme, it is very important to know its type, whether it is central sector scheme or central sponsored scheme. Now I have told my aspirants many a times that what is the difference between central sector scheme and central sponsored scheme. So you people also have to remember that. Okay. So now what is the tagline here? So it is the fund to fund the unfunded. To fund the unfunded, the one who doesn't have credit facilities available, we want to extend to them. Now here comes the update here. So you can see that we had a specification based on Shishu, your Kishore as well as your Tarun also, but now you see there is an update here. The government has extended it. Now we have Tarun Plus also. So now specifically talking about Shishu, so the government said that loan will be provided to you, but up to 50,000 only. Take up to 50,000 only. Now under Kishore, government was providing loan right from 50,000 to 5 lakh. Take it. Now under Tarun, loan was provided right from 5 lakh to what? 10 lakh. So यहाँ तक ही specification थी, but now government has extended it. Government has extended it up to 20 lakhs. So 10 लाख से लेके 20 लाख तक जो loan है, you can get it. That refers to what? That refers to your Tarun Plus. It was introduced in the year of financial year of 2047 for the successful Tarun borrowers. So now government sees that okay, this loan is expanding over the period of time, so we'll provide them more. This is the major update which I've recently discussed with all of you. You can just go through them. Now under the top disbursement states, it is important कि हमारी जो top disbursement states हैं वो कौन सी हैं. So one is your Tamil Nadu, which includes 3.21 trillion, UP includes 3.07 trillion, Karnataka 2.98 trillion, West Bengal 2.78 trillion, Bihar 2.77 trillion. Similarly, you have Maharashtra, which includes 2.69 trillion. Now you have top in loan approvals. So we have Bihar again with 58 million, Tamil Nadu 57 million, UP and West Bengal 50 million, and Karnataka with 49 million. This is the state we have. Now beneficiary focus किसके ऊपर है? So सबसे पहले तो इसको ज़्यादा जो है वो किसने avail करा है? So women is the group which they have availed. तो यहाँ पे अगर छोटे छोटे businesses चलाने की बात आए, अगर beauty parlor चलाने की बात आए, similarly if you want to open their boutique, so वहाँ पे भी इस चीज़ में जो है वो enhancement देखने को मिली है. Similarly we have minorities also, जहाँ पे हमें minority section को भी यहाँ पे benefit मिला है. So minority sections have also been benefited. Now we have new entrepreneurs, so can you see the data by yourself? Okay. Now what is the key need and rationale? So one is to increase the business activities in India. ठीक है, लोगों को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो है वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में, प्राइवेट काम में जो है वो इन्वॉल्व करना. सिमिलरली वी हैव यंग इंडियन डेमोग्राफिक दैट नीड्स इनोवेशन एज वेल एज एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप आल्सो. सो गवर्नमेंट इज हेल्पिंग देम. Now we need to empower our grassroots enterprises. We need to promote our job creations as well as to access so that people can have an excess of credit, so with that we can just decrease the gap that is there. So these are many the reasons through which government is trying its best to promote it. Now what is the implementation support? So you can see we have online platforms which includes your PSB loan in 59 minutes. Udyam Mitri is the one. Similarly we have Mudra Mitra app. Similarly, we have nodal officers and PSBs also. Simplified forms and handout support is also provided, and we are also focusing on 2% of subvention on prompt Shishu repayment, that is 12 months under the Atmanirbhar, your Bharat, your Atmanirbhar Bharat. So here when I talk about 2% subvention on prompt, your Shishu repayment, that includes what if you're making your timely payment, so we'll, give you more benefits. That is what it is saying here. Now we have another news, we have another scheme which is your incentive scheme for Bhim UPI, that is person to merchant transaction 2024. Now here the government says that basically what has been done by the government here, so government has said that we are focusing on to promote the low value Bhim UPI person to merchant transactions. Now the limit here is, हमने बात तो कर दी small transactions की, but here is a limit also. The limit is up to 22,000. Here the limit is up to 2,000. So यहाँ पे simplified version में बोलूँ ना, so government is saying कि अगर कोई भी merchant है दुकान पे, जो छोटी छोटी दुकानें होती हैं, छोटी छोटी जो दुकानें लोगों ने रखी होती हैं, तो यहाँ पे अगर कोई भी उस दुकान पे UPI transactions को promote करता है, as in कि if you are doing payment, you are going to that particular shop, small merchant shop, you're doing payment but you're doing through UPI only, and the transaction should be up to 2,000 of rupees only. Now government was watching this thing कि transactions are taking place through UPI, but big transactions as in that are just beyond 2,000, those transactions are taking place. But जो छोटे छोटे transactions हैं, जैसे छोटे छोटे 10 रुपए देने हो गए, 50 रुपए देने हो गए, 100 रुपया देना हो गया, they people are still engaged in the physical currency only. Now government wanted to promote that, as in government wanted to digitalize it. Now government here for the small payments also want to make our economy cashless economy. So government said that I want to promote this, I want to promote transactions that are up to 2,000, I want to promote I want to make this 2,000 up to 2,000 cashless economy also. But now the focus here is that government wants to incentivize it. उससे पहले क्या होता था, कहीं ना कहीं जो MDR से थोड़े से थोड़े पैसे जो है वो कट करे जाते थे. The government said that instead of cutting some a few of the interest here, I'll rather give you incentive if you promote it. So government ने क्या करा, अलग अलग banks को बोल दिए कि मैं आपको incentive provide करूँगा if you promote the limited or you can say your this limited transactions, that has to be done but through UPI only. So now the scheme is, now the step is that it has given an outlay of 1,500 crore. It's given an outlay of 1,500 crore. So we've already told you the process कि यहाँ पे क्या boost करेगा, small payments है उनको boost करेगा. Small payments को क्या करना है, cashless करना है, ठीक है, cashless करना है, as in digital methods के साथ जो है वो payment करनी है using UPI. ठीक है, so this is one of the steps that is there. ठीक है, ये क्या और प्रमोट करेगा, कैशलेस इकोनॉमी को प्रमोट करेगा, कैशलेस इकोनॉमी जो एम है उसको प्रमोट करेगा। फिर उसके बाद क्या प्रमोट करेगा, फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन को प्रमोट करेगा, फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन को प्रमोट करेगा, ठीक है। द बेनिफिट इज प्रोवाइडेड टू ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल। सिमिलरली दिस इज ऑलरेडी देयर, कैशलेस इकोनॉमी, फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन, इट विल सपोर्ट योर यूपीआई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑल्सो, ठीक है। एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट हियर डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑल्सो, सो इट विल प्रमोट योर डिजिटल infrastructure, ठीक है, it will promote your digital infrastructure. Now what are the key features here? So it covers the transactions that are up to 2000 only. Now the target is to achieve 20,000 crore in the BHIM UPI P2M volume in financial year 2025. This is the main aim of the government of India here. Now total UPI transactions, this has been risen here from 21.3 lakh crore to 213.8 lakh crore till January 2025, and the P2M share is just 59.3 lakh crore. Now here government wants to increase it. Government wants to increase these many transactions, which is person to merchant. This is person to merchant. जो छोटी छोटी दुकानों पे हम खर्चा करने जाते हैं उनको increase कर दो, कैश मत दो, कैशलेस कर दो. Now here we have a concept called as MDR policy, which is what you have merchant discount rate. मर्चेंट डिस्काउंट रेट क्या बोलता है कि जब भी आप ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो ना, जब भी आप ट्रांजैक्शंस कर रहे हो उसमें जो छोटा सा अमाउंट है वो डिडक्ट करा जाता है. नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज मेड इट जीरो. अगर मैं पूरे इफ आई स्पेसिफिकली टॉक अबाउट डेबिट कार्ड, सो यहाँ पे अप टू 0.90 जो परसेंटेज है वो कट करी जाती थी. वॉट एवर पेमेंट यू आर मेकिंग 0.90 विल बी डिडक्टेड. सिमिलरली पीए जो यूपीआई P2M जो हमारी ट्रांजैक्शंस होती थी उसके ऊपर 0.30 जो परसेंट है वो कट करा जाता था. बट नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज जस्ट डिडक्टेड इट. गवर्नमेंट हैज जस्ट पुट इट डाउन टू 0 एंड गवर्नमेंट इज सेइंग कि आई विल नॉट डिडक्ट एनीथिंग, रादर आई विल गिव यू इंसेंटिव्स. कि अगर यहाँ पे अगर इस कोई भी बैंक है, ठीक है, कोई भी बैंक है, अगर यहाँ पे आप इसको प्रमोट करते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल माय बैंक अकाउंट इज जस्ट लिंक्ड विद HDFC या फिर SBI कंसीडर कर लो, कोई भी बैंक कंसीडर कर लो. सो यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट इज सेइंग कि इफ यू प्रमोट दिस बिजनेस ना, इफ यू प्रमोट दिस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, सो व्हेनेवर पेमेंट इज डन I'll give you few of the incentives here. Now in the coming slides we'll see that what is the percentage of incentive. Now since January 2020 MDR is just equal to 0 for RuPay debit card as well as your BHIM UPI transactions also. ठीक है. Now we see that here is a disbursement. So the government is saying that 80% जितना भी मैं आपको दूंगा, जितना भी यहाँ पे outlay दिया गया है, 80% जो है of the approved claim to be paid unconditionally each quarter. Remaining the 20% here, for that you have to ensure two things here. That your technical the technical disparities should be declined, and you also have to ensure that your system is uptime, so there is an upgradation in the system also. Now what are the stakeholders that are getting benefited? So merchant bank, your acquiring bank, issuer bank जो customer का bank है. Similarly you have payment service providers also, and you have third party app providers also. Now it is there to promote your these many two initiatives, your UPI 123 pay as well as the UPI Lite is there. UPI Lite किसके ऊपर, offline transactions करने के ऊपर. And when I talk about UPI 123 pay, that is for the feature phones. कि अगर आपके पास smartphones नहीं है, अगर आपके पास simple Nokia भी है, so you can just do your payments. Now what is your UPI's global footprint? So now it is operational in 7 countries. It is in UAE, Singapore, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, France as well as Mauritius also. ठीक है. Now we are promoting our UPI 123 pay as well as your UPI Lite and Litex also. Now what are the benefits? कि no extra charges we have to pay, rather we'll get incentives. Seamless and faster payments यहाँ पे ensure करी जाएंगी. Credit access to small merchants, that is also has to be ensured. 24/7 जो reliable services हैं, that has to be provided and pushed towards a formal and as well as your accountable and cashless economy that is there. Next is gold monetization scheme amendment that is there in March 2025. गोल्ड मोनेटाइजेशन क्या है? गोल्ड को मोनेटाइज कर दो, ठीक है. जो गोल्ड हमारे पास पड़ा है, मोनेटाइज एज एन कि ये जो है हमें पैसा देना शुरू कर दे. गोल्ड आपके घर पे पड़ा है, government says that I know that gold is present in your home, But what if I tell you you can monetize it, you can you can earn money from here. So this is what has been a scheme that is related to it, has been a step that has taken by the government of India here. Now the government says कि आप हमारे पास लोन जो है वो रखना शुरू कर दो, बैंक में लोन रखना शुरू कर दो और हम उसके ऊपर आपको इंटरेस्ट देना जो है वो शुरू कर देंगे. Now it is for the three types of periods. It is for a shorter period of time, it is for a medium period of time, it is for a longer period of time also. Of course, in the longer period of time, you have to keep your gold for a longer years. For a shorter period of time, you have to ensure that people are just staying there, keeping their gold in the shorter period of time. Now we'll see that what is the news exactly. So the government discontinued two of the components, your medium term government deposit and your long term government deposit. Now why this has been done? So under medium and long term, I just told you that you have to keep your loan, you have to keep your gold with the government for a longer period of time. And no one was ready to keep gold with the government, with the banks for a longer period of time. It was not generating income for the government also. So that is the case why government has repealed these two schemes under it. So government अब किसके साथ चल रही है? सिर्फ shorter term के साथ चल रही है, because government was watching this thing कि shorter period के लिए people are much interested than medium as well as your long term. So now you can see that only short term bank deposits to continue at the bank's discretion. Similarly, existing जो medium and long term है, they'll remain much till maturity, and then will be they'll be disposed of. Similarly, we have legal backing as well as their applicability. So it is implemented via RBI powers under Section 35A Banking Regulation Act 1949. It is accepted, it is applicable to all of the scheduled banks except your RRBs, okay, except your regional rural banks. Now reasons for discontinuation I've already told you कि जो MTGD था और जो हमारा long term जो your LTGD था, that was not giving much of the results. That is the reason government had to discontinue it. Now जो STD भी है, that is remain commercially viable for the banks and evolving market conditions you can see here. Now even when I talk about the gold monetization scheme, so you can see it was launched in the year of 2015. अब जो gold आपके पास पड़ा है, that is remaining idle, it is just not doing anything, it is just remaining, just sleeping at your home. So government said just give it to us and we'll monetize it. So the ideal gold that is staying at your home, just give it to us, we'll start giving you interest. This is what has been said here. Now to curb your CAD, that was also very helpful. To reduce the imports, that was also very helpful. Now the types here, so government अगर मैं short term की बात करूँ, so 1 से लेके 3 साल तक आपको जो है वो government जो आपको loan gold है वो रखना पड़ना था. Similarly medium term की बात करूँ, so 5 to 7 years, and when I talk about 15 your LTGD, so that is you have to keep your gold right from 12 years to 15 years. So it was getting very tough. It was getting very tough कि जो एक individual है वो इतने साल के लिए अपना जो gold है वो रख दे government के पास. So that is the reason medium term और जो gold जो long term है that has been discontinued now. Interest की अगर मैं बात करूँ, so bank determined interest rate है यहाँ पे, and when I talk about medium term and long term, so we have 2.5% per annum. So now you can see the rest of the cases here, which includes your data. Now status of other gold schemes, so no new transfers as in of the sovereign gold bond is there. It is announced in the year of 2025-26. So government is reevaluating the gold schemes amid of gold price surge also. Okay, this is what is there in the gold spike, in the price spike. Now we have a third scheme that is related to FPOs. Now why it is there? Because 10,000 FPOs जो है we have achieved its milestone. You can see it is under the flagship scheme, which was announced during the 19th of PM Kisan installment event in Bhagalpur, Bihar, and the 10,000th of FPO based Khagaria, Bihar, specializes in the maize, banana as well as your paddy cultivation. Now specifically talking about the scheme, so you have the thing that was launched in the year of 2020 and specific date is 29th of Feb 2020. Type कौन सी central sector scheme है, budget outlay is this much, it comes under the ministry, nodal ministry कौन है, agriculture and farmers welfare, and implementing body कौन सी है, small farmers agri business consortium, that is your SFAC. Now financial support कितना है, so you can see this is the financial support that is provided. Now everyone knows what is FPO है ना, farmer produce organization, this is what it is. So now इसका aim क्या है, just to empower your small and marginal farmers via the collective farming as well as your marketing. This is the main aim of your FPOs. Okay, that is your farmer producer organization. Now similarly we have its objective. So a holistic support system hai, encourage your efficient resource. It provides 5 years of hand holding and promotes your agri entrepreneurship also. Now by FPO, so basically the problems that are faced by the small margins, we wanted to come up with a solution. So यहाँ पे limited poor, or I would say यहाँ पे limited tech, poor technology, poor digitalization, the things were there. Now we wanted to increase, as in we wanted to give it solution. So collective strength ko we have focused on, better prices we will give to them, access to quality seeds and increase in the income. This is what is the system here. Now you can see that what ministries and supporting schemes that are there, you can just read it by yourself also. Now we'll focus on the key initiatives under this scheme. Okay, so you've read the broader scheme. What are the key initiatives that are under it? So one, you have credit guarantee fund, in which we are ensuring that credit will be provided to you. ONDC integration is there, which enables your B2B as well as your B2C business. Similarly, you have CSC partnership, which is providing services via the digital Seva portal just to boost the employment. Now you have next of the news, which includes the Swavalambiनी app. Okay, Swavalambiनी scheme. Swavalambiनी scheme की बात करूँ, so यहाँ पे this is specifically related to women entrepreneurship. Women entrepreneurship. Swavalambiनी is women entrepreneurship. So basically we are giving boost to the entrepreneurship skills, we are giving boost to the entrepreneurship businesses, as in but specifically taking into consideration women only. So यहाँ पे women का कितना engagement रहता है ताकि हम अपने business को, हम अपने startup ecosystem को और ज़्यादा boost कर सकें. स्वावलंबनी system के अंदर, स्वावलंबनी scheme के अंदर government says कि I'll provide you every type of help. I'll provide you every type of help. Now your task is to just increase your skills here. So why it is in news? Because the Ministry of Digital Development and Entrepreneurship in collaboration with the Niti Aayog has launched Swavalambiनी at Chaudhary Charan Singh University, Meerut mein, simultaneously rolled out across multiple higher education institutes also. Now here we are focusing on women-led entrepreneurship. women-led entrepreneurship. अब इसको कैसे करेंगे? Skills को boost करके, training देकर उनको, ठीक है, उनको education देके, that is how we are going to properly support them and to encourage them. Now it's a structural entrepreneurship program that is there for the young women, and it focuses on the self-reliance, business leadership, as well as your economic dependency also, economic independence also. Now it is implemented by your National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, and Niti Aayog nodal minister कौन सा है? MSDE is the nodal minister. Aim जो when I talk about the objective, so just don't focus here, make by yourself. Employment को generate करना, ठीक है? In the previous slide we read one thing, which was your it focuses on the economic independence. So dependency जो ratio है हमारी, the dependency of the people, that the percentage of the dependence, we need to just decrease it, and we want to make it independent. हर एक women भी क्या करे, खुद से काम करे, and we want to increase the entrepreneurship skills also. So you can just read by yourself and you can add more here. Key features क्या है कि multi-stage training approach जो है, it is following, जो अलग-अलग जो हमारी जो skills हैं उनको इम्प्रूव करा जाएगा. ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स भी दिए जाएंगे जिसमें वर्कशॉप्स इंक्लूडेड रहेंगी, एंड वील फोकस ऑन द एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम आल्सो. 6 मंथ मेंटरशिप भी रहेगी, एंड वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन द फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम आल्सो. रिकॉग्निशन एंड इंसेंटिव्स भी दिए जाएंगे नेशन वाइड, वर्ल्ड आउट की वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, स्पेसिफिकली टेकिंग केयर ऑफ ईस्टर्न इंडिया. And we have other regions also, which includes Banaras Hindu University, University of Hyderabad, as well as Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Next scheme we have is National Green Hydrogen Mission. ठीक है, अब न्यूज़ में क्या है? Because government has initiated 5 pilot projects for using green hydrogen in buses and trucks. This is what is the news, recent news here, and we have high chances that a question can be asked on it. A question can be asked on it. तो इसका लॉन्च ईयर क्या है? इट इज 2023, एंड नोडल मिनिस्ट्री कौन सी? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी इज द नोडल मिनिस्ट्री. ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है? टू पोजीशन इंडिया एज अ ग्लोबल हब फॉर द प्रोडक्शन, यूटिलाइजेशन एज वेल एज एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ द ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन एंड इट्स डेरिवेटिव्स. सिमिलरली जो हमारी ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन है उसको प्रमोट करना, ग्रीन जो हमारी हाइड्रोजन है उसको प्रमोट करना, लेस कार्बन emission, that is the case that is there. Now here focusing on this thing, we are moving towards a sustainable development. That is the one major broader objective that each and every related to green has. Now target क्या है? We have to achieve 5 million metric tons of annual green hydrogen production by 2030. Financial annual जो हमारा outlay है, you can just see by yourself also. Now we have mission phases. Phase 1 जो है that started right from 2022-23 and it is going to end 25-26 में. So focus किसके ऊपर था? Demand के ऊपर, while enabling your adequate supply also. Research and development के ऊपर focus था. Now we are moving towards the phase 2 that will start from right 26-27 and it will end just right on 2029-30. We are here focusing on the new sectors also to scale up this pilot project to the new sectors also. अलग-अलग segments में we are trying to promote it and intensify research and development की भी we are talking about. Now key components क्या है? One is SITE program, which is your strategic intervention for green hydrogen transition. Now focus is किसके ऊपर है? Domestic electrolyzer manufacturing के ऊपर, production of green hydrogen similar to PLI scheme to the for the green hydrogen sector, and T is insight is for transition. Now pilot projects इसके अंदर जो है, here we are focusing on the rest of the things that are there. Mobility में here what is we are contributing low carbon steel, and it includes your shipping as well as hydrogen from biomass, storage tech as well as your decentralized energy application also. Now talking about the hub, so you can see the state here that what is the outlay, that is 400 crore. Now मिशन के बेनिफिट्स क्या हैं कि अगर हम ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन को प्रमोट करेंगे, so of course हमारे पास जो एनर्जी है that will be improved. We'll be able to promote our energy as in we'll be able to export it. Similarly, you have decarbonization of key sectors जैसे mobility हो गया, steel हो गया, shipping हो गया, that is there. Similarly, you have development of indigenous manufacturing capacity, reduce करेगा हमारे जो fossil fuel की dependency है उसको reduce करेगा. Creation of cutting edge technology, that is there, and it will give boost to the employment opportunities also. ठीक है, so this is what we have said. Now we have प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन योजना. अब जब मैं श्रम योगी मानधन योजना की बात करती हूँ, it means that I want to provide them benefits, financial benefits, specifically to the unorganized sector. So financial inclusion को यहाँ पे boost करने की बात करी गई है कि जो भी benefit मैं provide करती हूँ मेरे को हर एक sector को provide करवाने हैं. तो यहाँ पे minority affairs या फिर you can say not specifically minority affairs, this is wrong word for it. The right word here is unorganized sector workers. So unorganized sector में जितने भी workers काम कर रहे हैं, I want to provide them each benefit that is provided by the government of India here. Now why it is in news? Because there is a completion of 6 years and the scheme continues to provide a vital social security to the unorganized sector workers by offering them minimum monthly pension of 3,000 after the retirement. ठीक है. Now about the scheme, so it was launched in the year of 2019 जब हमने interim budget जो है उसके अंदर launch करा गया था. It comes under the Ministry of Labour as well as your employment, implemented by LIC and Common Services Center. टाइप कौन सी? इट इज सेंट्रल सेक्टर स्कीम. अब ऑब्जेक्टिव इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. श्रम मानधन जो हमारी योगी योजना है उसके अंदर क्या करवाया जा रहा है? फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन की मैंने बात करी. अब किस तरह की फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन है कि जो भी बेनिफिट जो है वो गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड करवा रही है. नाउ हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट? वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पेंशन बेसिकली. सो पेंशन जो है हम उनको प्रोवाइड करवाएंगे, बट दैट इज गोइंग टू बी ना 1:1 रेशो. गवर्नमेंट भी कंट्रीब्यूट करेगी और जो जो इंडिविजुअल है वो भी कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा. तो टारगेट ग्रुप्स कौन से हैं? अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर. अब ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में बहुत सारे जो लोग हैं वो आते हैं, दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. ठीक है. एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया क्या है? सो इट इज राइट फ्रॉम 18 years to 40 years. दिस इज द एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया. मंथली इनकम कितनी होगी? छोटे से स्टार्ट होगी. आई थिंक इट इज राइट फ्रॉम 3,000 इतने से कुछ स्टार्ट होगी एंड जो अप टू 15,000 जो है वो प्रोवाइड करवाया जाएगा. ठीक है. नाउ इट इज नॉट कवर्ड अंडर EPFO, NPS या फिर ESIS. नाउ दिस इज अ कंडीशन कि इसके अंदर जो है इंडिविजुअल रजिस्टर्ड नहीं होना चाहिए, इनकम टैक्स स्लैब के अंदर नहीं आना चाहिए. सिमिलरली इट विल नॉट बी अवेलिंग एनी ऑफ द बेनिफिट्स अदर देन पेंशन स्कीम. और अटल पेंशन योजना जो मेंबर्स हैं सिर्फ वही अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, एज इन दिस इज एन एक्सेप्शन हियर. ठीक है. डॉक्यूमेंट्स, दीज आर द डॉक्यूमेंट्स व्हिच आर रिक्वायर्ड हियर. मिनिमम पेंशन कितनी होने वाली है? यस, इट वाज 3,000 ओनली एंड अप टू 15,000. गवर्नमेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन का कितने रहेगी, 1-1 जो बेसिस है उसके ऊपर रहेगी, वॉलंटरी एंड कंट्रीब्यूटरी भी है, इट इज फ्लेक्सिबल फ्लेक्सिबल बेस्ड ऑन दी अफोर्डेबिलिटी। फैमिली पेंशन के अगर इफ देयर इज अ केस ऑफ डेथ तो उसके स्पाउस को जो 50% है वो मिल जाएगा। फंड मैनेजर दैट इज LIC एंड इजी एनरोलमेंट जो है दैट इज इंक्लूडेड हियर। Now what is the contribution structure? So amount varies from the entry age, 18 से लेके we have said that it is still the right age that is there, and the contribution also varies. Now it starts right from 55 per month, and auto debit जो facility है that is linked here, ठीक है। Now enrollment process you can just read by yourself कि enrollment process क्या है। Now we have exit and withdrawals here. So exit, if there is an exit before 10 years, so refund with the saving bank interest, और अगर refund जो है when I talk about the exit that is after 60 years, but before 60 age, so refund of its contribution higher of the actual as well as saving interest. Death पे spouse जो है that can continue to contribute और withdrawal भी वो ले सकती है interest के साथ। अब death हो जाती है अगर after 60, so 50% जो pension है वो लग जाएगी, family pension किसको लग जाएगी, spouse को लग जाएगी। After death of both subscriber as well as spouse, तो जो corpus है it will revert back to the fund only, ठीक है। नाउ वी हैव सिग्निफिकेंस हियर। सो एक तो जो हम और अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर है उनको कहीं ना कहीं सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, है ना, थ्रू दिस स्कीम वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग देम सिक्योरिटी, ठीक है। वी आर टेकिंग देयर इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो, फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करवाएंगे, इट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स अदर सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम्स ऑल्सो एंड सपोर्ट्स द विजन ऑफ यूनिवर्सल पेंशन कवरेज दैट इज देयर। नाउ नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज योर पर्वतमाला परियोजना, पर्वतमाला परियोजना, दिस इज योर नेक्स्ट स्कीम। अब यहाँ पे इसको न्यूज में क्यों लाया गया है, वाई इट इज इन न्यूज, वाई इट इज इन न्यूज। So the cabinet committee on economic affairs chaired by PM Modi approved 2 major ropeway projects under Parvatmala Pariyojana in Uttarakhand, that is your Govind Ghat to Hemkund Sahib, and you have Sonprayag to Kedarnath, that is contains your 12.9 kilometer, and Hemkund Sahib जी को कितना जाता है, it is your 12.4 kilometer। so यहाँ पे रोपवे सिस्टम जो है यहाँ पे इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया गया है by the by our respected PM, by a respected PM। so यहाँ पे you can see that it has he has launched 2 ropeway projects under the Parvatmala Pariyojana। so Parvatmala Pariyojana जब भी आप read करोगे, so you have to remember that here we are talking about 2 ropeway projects that has been taken। Now it includes both to be developed by a DBFOT, that is your design, build, finance, operate, transfer in the PPP model, which is your private and public partnership, ठीक है। About Parvatmala, so you can see it was launched in the year of 2022, यूनियन बजट में इंट्रोड्यूस करा गया था। इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी कौन सी है, that is your NHLML। नोडल एजेंसी कौन सी है, which is your MORT, which is your road transport and highways। टारगेट एरियाज ये हैं, एंड वी आर इंक्लूडिंग योर पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप ऑल्सो। ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है कि लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी, जो रिमोट एरियाज है, हिली एरियाज है, वहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं रिमोट वे सिस्टम भी, जो रोप वे सिस्टम है, हमें चाहिए होता है। सो उसको जो है वो यहाँ पे बूस्ट करने की बात करी गई है। नाउ व्हेन वी आर मूविंग विद दैट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, व्हेन वी आर बिल्डिंग दैट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, इट मींस वी आर हियर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट, कनेक्टिविटी को इंप्रूव करने की बात यहाँ पे करी गई है। रिड्यूस द ट्रैवल टाइम, making it more efficient in a manner and effective. Ensure the co-friendly system, ensure Make in India, that is 50% mandatorily your indigenous components, and it employs more of the employment opportunities also. Scope कितना है, so यहाँ पे we are covering the hilly areas basically, your Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim and the other hilly regions also. Now urban and east जो rural areas है उनके ऊपर impact क्या पड़ेगा, तो एक तो connectivity improve हो जाएगी, है ना, जो distance है वो भी जो distance है वो भी reduce हो जाएगा। Now जो डेली कम्यूट, जो हमारे कम्यूटेटर्स हैं, एज इन हम टॉकिंग अबाउट द पीपल हु कम्यूट फ्राइट फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर, दे विल हैव एन इजी प्लेस हियर। टूरिज्म को बूस्ट करेगा और पिलग्रिमेज जो हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसको भी इम्प्रूव करेगा। सो इट विल गिव बूस्ट टू योर लोकल इकोनॉमी ऑल्सो। डी कंजेशन में भी हेल्प करेगा। डी कंजेशन एज इन, कंजेशन क्या है, जहाँ पे आपकी जो ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा हो जाता है, सो इट विल इम्पैक्ट योर इकोनॉमिक कॉस्ट ऑल्सो। नाउ डी कंजेशन सेज दैट यू विल हैव लेस ट्रैफिक and it will give boost your economy also, employment generation भी करेगा, ठीक है। Now जो development model है, that is based on PPP model, that is based on DBFOT, that is your design, build, finance, operate and transfer also. Now what is Varthmala and why it is, why does it matter here? So eco-friendly है, it empowers your tourism, it strengthens your regional connectivity and it supports your Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative also. Next we have is Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan क्या है? Poshan means providing them nutrition, ठीक है. सो जहाँ पे जो कुपोषित हैं उनको पोषण प्रोवाइड करना, जहाँ पे न्यूट्रिशन की कहीं ना कहीं कमी है वहाँ पे इनको क्या प्रोवाइड करना? पोषण प्रोवाइड करना. अब लॉन्च ईयर इनका कौन सा है? सो द लॉन्च ईयर इज 2018. स्पेसिफिक डेट इज 8 मार्च 2018. मिनिस्ट्री कौन सी है? इट इज द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट. सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम है. फोकस किसके ऊपर है? हमारी लैक्टेटिंग मदर्स के ऊपर है, प्रेग्नेंट वुमेन के ऊपर है, एडोलेसेंट गर्ल्स के ऊपर है. एंड वी हैव चिल्ड्रन राइट फ्रॉम 0 एज टू 6 years of age. ठीक है. Now you can see that what are the objectives to reducing your stunting program, problem in the children. अब यहाँ पे जो aim है वो कौन सा लिया गया है? Age aim है right from 0 years to 6 years. Now reduce the underweight prevalence, that is undernutrition. Similarly you have anemia, we have to reduce that in women, adolescent girls and as well as your children also. Also we have to focus on reducing the low birth weight also. Now we have 4 pillars here. Access to quality services, ठीक है, which coordinate with the various ministries. One is the Swachh Bharat mission as well as the Jal Jeevan mission also. Next we have is leveraging technology. Poshan tracker app is there and common application software is also there. Real time data के ऊपर हम ध्यान दे रहे हैं. Dashboard based monitoring for the key decision we are also taking into consideration. Jan Andolan, which is your people's movement. So यहाँ पे we are focusing on mass mobilization for behavioral change. Similarly it drives the community participation also. Now special emphasis किसके ऊपर है? First 1000 days के ऊपर कि जब तक बच्चे का second birthday नहीं आ जाता है हमें जो है उनको benefits जो है वो provide करने पड़ेंगे यहाँ पे. ठीक है. The time from the conception to the child's second birthday is crucial for the brain development, nutrition foundation as well as your long term health and productivity also. We have institutional mechanism which is a part of it. National Council on India's Nutrition Challenges chaired by Vice Chairman Niti Aayog, and it reviews the inter-ministerial coordination quarterly also. टेक्नोलॉजीज भी बहुत सारी हैं जहाँ पे वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन डिजिटलाइजेशन कि हम रियल टाइम ट्रैकिंग करके अलग अलग चीज़ें डिजिटलाइजेशन के थ्रू हम इसको कैसे जो है वो इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. Now we have Sakshan Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 also. So you can see that launch जो है वो कितना है? It is a revamped version of Poshan Abhiyan. Coverage जो है it includes 10 crore of beneficiaries and rest of the things you can just improve, but see by yourself. Next we have a scheme for cooperative sugar mills to convert ethanol plants to multi-feedstock units. Now we'll see that the center wants to notify to the, you can see just on a screen that it wants to notifies a new scheme under the modified ethanol interest subvention scheme, where it is saying that we are going to convert ethanol plants into the multi-feedstock units. Now talking about the scheme, so you can see here that the Ministry of Consumer Affairs and FPD is associated here. कन्वर्ट क्या करना है हमें? शुगर केन जो बेस्ड एथेनॉल प्लांट्स हैं उनको हमें मल्टी फीड स्टॉक यूनिट्स में कन्वर्ट करना है सो दैट वी कैन जस्ट प्रोसेस मेज एज वेल एज योर डैमेज्ड फूड ग्रेन्स. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट इज द केस हियर. Now we see that what are the features. So multi-feedstock capabilities there, year-round operation. It includes priority requirement, priority procurement, alignment with the national goal as well as financial viability will also be provided. अब जब मैं impact की बात कर रही हूँ, so you have to remember that here I am talking about what? Here I am talking about the feedstocks. ठीक है, so that becomes a part of it. Similarly, it boosts your ethanol production capacity, generates employment, and reduces your energy security also. Now we are talking about the PM Yuva scheme. पीएम युवा स्कीम में मैंने आपको बहुत बार बोला है कि पीएम युवा का क्या है? युवा इज रिलेटेड टू योर यूथ. ठीक है, युवा इज रिलेटेड टू यूथ. सो यूथ को हमने प्रमोट करना है. नाउ प्रमोट किस सेक्टर में करना है? तो यहाँ पे हम ऑथर्स को, जो यंग ऑथर्स हैं, हम उनको प्रमोट कर रहे हैं एज इन वी आर स्पेसिफिकली टेकिंग द आर्ट इनटू कंसिडरेशन. सो इट वाज लॉन्च इन द ईयर ऑफ 2021. द रिसेंट ये न्यूज में क्यों है? बिकॉज यहाँ पे वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन युवा 3.0. We are done with 1.0, we are done with 2.0, and now we've jumped on to the 3.01. Empower your young writers for the global stage. This is what is the aim of this particular initiative here. Ministry of Education के अंदर आते हैं. Implementing agency कौन सी? National Book Trust is the implementation agency. Target group क्या है कि जो young writers हैं 30 years की एज के अंदर उनकी राइटिंग्स को प्रमोट करना academic purposes के लिए. Now if you know now here under this 3.0 we are specifically focusing on the history of the rich history of our India. Now here using the whatever has been the writings of these many people, young minds, creative minds, people can use their skills, people can use their books, people can use their academic their papers in the research and development also. This is what is the scheme here, and this is what is the beneficiary here. So India's rich culture, heritage and literacy legacy के ऊपर हमें जो है वो इस बार research करना है, and people have to write it. अब specifically इसकी बात करूँ, so you can see theme क्या है कि इंडिया का जो diaspora है, Indian knowledge system है, makers of modern India, you have to write on this particular this particular theme. अब विजन क्या है यहाँ पे, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, ठीक है. इट सपोर्ट्स योर एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत एंड ऑल्सो सपोर्ट्स योर न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 दैट इज देयर, ठीक है, 2020 दैट इज देयर. नाउ युवा 2.0 की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो यहाँ पे जो व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द पार्टिसिपेशन हियर, सो वी सी दैट देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन दैट वाज सीन हियर, ठीक है. नाउ वी हैव युवा 1.0 ऑल्सो. सो यहाँ पे फोकस किसके ऊपर था कि जो अनसंग हीरोज हैं, हमारे जो फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल के जो हीरोज हैं उनके ऊपर बेसिकली यहाँ पे लिखना था. और इस बार का जो इम्पैक्ट है वो क्या है, इस बार का जो थीम है वो क्या है कि मॉडर्न जो हमारा इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी है उसके ऊपर लिखना है और रिच हेरिटेज के ऊपर लिखना है. नाउ सिग्निफिकेंस इम्पैक्ट क्या है कि न्यू एजुकेशन जो न्यू जनरेशन है राइटर्स की उनको हम कल्टिवेट करेंगे. इट प्रमोट्स योर इंडियन लिटरेचर, it emphasis on the regional languages, it also provides you platform and it supports your Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat and new education policy also. Next we have Prime Minister internship scheme. अब इंटर्नशिप से आपको खुद ही पता लग जाएगा कि यहाँ पे हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं. प्रोवाइडिंग इंटर्नशिप टू द यंग पीपल, टू द फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स. Now why this scheme is there? So the government says, and it is a demand of the industries also, that whatever we are learning, whatever we are just learning from our colleges, from our institutes, that is not applicable in the industries in the practical form. So whatever skills our industries are demanding from us and what education we are getting from our institutes, as in I'm talking about universities and colleges, there's a huge gap between them. So जो भी मैंने पढ़ा है, I'm not able to implement it there, because I'm just focusing on the theoretical knowledge. I'm continuously just reading the books only. But reading books is not the task of the institutes. They want practical work. Now how to reduce that gap? For that, the government has come up with one latest scheme, which is your PM internship scheme. Now it was launched in the year of 2024. अब empower कर रहा है 1 crore youth को throughout the industry internship by the year of 2030. If I talk about the schemes, it comes under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. टारगेट क्या है, 1 करोड़ जो यूथ है उनको इंटर्नशिप प्रोवाइड करना है इन टॉप 500 कंपनीज ओवर द 5 years. नाउ एम क्या है, एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री को लिंक करना और जो हमारी जॉब रेडीनेस जो एम्प्लॉयज हैं या फिर यूथ है उनको रेडी करना जॉब के लिए. फीचर्स क्या है, यूजर फ्रेंडली डिजाइन है, रियल टाइम इंटर्नशिप नोटिफिकेशन है, फेशियल ऑथेंटिकेशन फॉर सीमलेस लॉग इन एज वेल एज ट्रांसपेरेंट एंड असेसिबल प्रोसेस जो है वो होने वाला है. व्हाट इज द एज ग्रुप हियर, सो राइट फ्रॉम 21 of years till 24 of years is the age group. एजुकेशन क्या है, एजुकेशन आपकी होनी चाहिए 10th 12th ITI पॉलिटेक्निकल एज वेल एज योर पॉलिटेक्निक डिप्लोमा या फिर नॉन प्रीमेंट जो ग्रेजुएट है वो होने चाहिए. व्हाट आर द पीपल हु आर एक्सक्लूडेड हियर, बेसिकली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टूडेंट्स. सो IITs हो गए, IIMs हो गए, NLUs हो गए, ठीक है, CA MBA MBBS वाले जो है इससे एक्सक्लूडेड हैं. Now the internship details here, so you can see that duration क्या है यहाँ पे 12 months की duration है. Stipend यहाँ पे 5,000 per month मिलेगा, out of which 4,500 will be provided by the government and 500 will be provided by the company basically. Insurance की अगर मैं बात करूँ, so your 2 of the insurances are covered here. One is your JJBY as well as your SBY is also covered here. Now government is saying that one time grant will be provided for the incidental expenses that is there, so 6,000 जो है वो provide करवाए जाएंगे. And we also have helpline and redressal mechanism that is in the bilingual or you can say your multilingual helpline that is there. ठीक है. नाउ वी हैव सिग्निफिकेंस, सो हैंड्स ऑन इंडस्ट्री एक्सपोजर दिया जाएगा, जो गैप है वो उसको रिड्यूस करने की बात करी गई है. इट विल बूस्ट योर एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी, प्रैक्टिकल स्किल्स ऑल्सो. अंडर सर्व जो सेगमेंट्स है उनको प्रायोरिटाइज करने की कोशिश करी गई है यहाँ पे. एंड वी आर ऑल्सो फोकसिंग ऑन द स्किल्ड भारत विजन ऑल्सो. एंड हियर वी आर ऑल्सो फोकसिंग ऑन विकसित भारत 2047 goals. Now we have next scheme that is related to Rashtriya Gokul Mission, that is revised edition. So whenever I talk about Rashtriya Gokul Mission, you have to remember that here I am trying to boost my I'm trying to boost my country's milk production, as in I'm specifically talking about the livestock here. तो जो पूरी कंट्री में जितनी भी मिल्क प्रोडक्शन होती है, जब मैं उसको बूस्ट करने की बात करूंगी, सो आई एम स्पेसिफिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट द गोकुल मिशन हियर. नाउ इट्स लॉन्च्ड इन द ईयर ऑफ 2015, बट इट हैज रिसेंटली रिवाइज्ड एंड इट हैज बीन रिसेंटली एक्सपैंडेड इन द ईयर ऑफ 2024. इंडिजिनस बोवाइन ब्रीड्स को यहाँ पे तैयार करने की बात करी गई है. डेयरी सेक्टर प्रोडक्टिविटी को इंप्रूव करने की बात करी गई है. नाउ इट्स ओनली डजंट इंक्लूड योर एनिमल्स, specifically your cows and buffaloes only. It includes your fisheries as well as your animal husbandry and dairy also. Now the focus is to develop and conservation of the indigenous bovine breeds, and implementing agency kaun si hai? So these are your implementing your agencies. Now when I talk about centers, you have however rearing centers जहाँ पे वन टाइम असिस्टेंस जो है वो प्रोवाइड करवाई जाएगी. IVF however परचेज इंसेंटिव्स की भी बात करवाई जा रही है, जहाँ पे वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन 3% ऑफ इंटरेस्ट सबवेंशन ऑन लोन्स फॉर बाइंग योर हाई जेनेटिक मेरिट animals here. Now you can see the growth specifically in the milk production, per capita availability and the productivity growth also. This is right from the year of 2013 till 2024. ठीक है. टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांसमेंट्स कहाँ पे है? तो IVF लैब्स में वी आर कंटिन्यूअसली डूइंग आवर बेस्ट. गांव चिप एंड महेश चिप इज देयर, गांव सॉर्ट इज ऑल्सो देयर. ठीक है. Now we have high genetic merit germ, your plasm that is there. So bull production, IVF, better breeds को provide करना, so that हम better जो milk है वो ले सकें यहाँ पे. Now AI network expansion है, we have Maitris, we have NAIP is there and Livestock, जो किसके ऊपर ध्यान देता है? डिजिटल पशु आधार के ऊपर, full digitalization of the livestock data. Now we have breed conservation also, so we support goshalas, ठीक है, for the lead breeds. And we are focusing on the skill development also. Farmers को भी awareness होनी चाहिए कि कौन कौन सी जो animals हैं, कौन कौन सी breeds हैं वो बेहतर they are producing better milk and what सेवा they need. IVF pregnancy को जो है we are providing them this much of support. Sex ordered semen को भी we are providing 50% of subsidy, and breed multiplication farms में भी we are providing them capital cost up to 50%. ठीक है. स्पेशल फोकस किसके ऊपर है? वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के ऊपर स्पेशल फोकस है, जहाँ पे ओवर 70% ऑफ द लाइवस्टॉक वर्क इज जस्ट डन बाय वुमेन. इट बूस्ट योर रूरल इनकम एज वेल एज योर डेयरी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप आल्सो. नाउ नेक्स्ट वी हैव अ सागरमाला प्रोग्राम. सागरमाला एज इन आई एम हियर टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग दैट इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? अ सागर, है ना. नाउ यहाँ पे एक्सपेंशन हुई है, हमने वी आर डन विद द सागरमाला 1.0. नाउ हियर इज एन एक्सपेंशन ऑफ 2.0. ठीक है. 2.0 की एक्सपेंशन हुई है. एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट सागरमाला प्रोग्राम, यू हैव टू सी हियर दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू बूस्ट माय मैरीटाइम. ठीक है. आई एम ट्राइंग टू बूस्ट माय मैरीटाइम एज इन आई एम ट्राइंग टू बूस्ट माय शिपमेंट, ships, ports as well as your waterways. Okay, this is what is my focus here. Now to transform the India into a global maritime hub through the port led development, ताकि हम हमारी जो हमारी लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट है उसको रिड्यूस करें, एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट है उसको रिड्यूस कर सके, इफेक्टिवनेस एंड एफिशिएंसी जो है वो यहाँ पे बूस्ट कर सके. एरिया फोकस क्या है? पोर्ट मॉडर्नाइजेशन के ऊपर, इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर्स के ऊपर, एम्प्लॉयमेंट के ऊपर एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी के ऊपर हमारा जो मेन फोकस है दैट इज देयर. सागरमाला पॉइंट 2.0 का मेन फोकस है उसके ऊपर, सस्टेनेबिलिटी के ऊपर भी इनका मेन फोकस है. विजन डॉक्यूमेंट्स यू कैन इंक्लूड, सो मैरीटाइम विजन, इंडिया विजन 2030 is there, maritime Amrit Kal vision 2047 is there, and it built after the 150 plus stakeholder inputs and your 50 global benchmarks also. What is the impact so far? कि हमारा जो logistics है, cost है, हम उसको reduce कर पा रहे हैं. We are trying to make them more efficient in manner. Shift is right from road और rail से shift कहाँ पे हो रहा है? Indian your inland and coastal shipping की तरफ, and we are also enhancing our global competitiveness also. सागरमाला 2.0 की अगर मैं बात करूँ, so main focus areas इसके ऊपर है ship building के ऊपर, repair के ऊपर, recycling के ऊपर and port modernization के ऊपर भी, and along with that you have to include sustainability also. Sustainability, I'm here talking about what? Green ship. ठीक है. Now we will talk about the purpose here. So you can see that we have Sagarmala Startup Innovation Initiative. ठीक है, इसका purpose क्या है कि जो startup है हमारे maritime में उसको और ज़्यादा enhance करना. ठीक है. Now we have PMAY, that is urban, that is your 2.0. Basically I'm talking about what, your आवास योजना urban 2.0. ठीक है, अभी कब आई थी, हमारी September 1 2024 में आई थी. अब now we am talking about आवास योजना. So ये किसके अंदर आएगी, हमारी housing and urban affairs के अंदर आएगी. Now objective is to provide 1 crore of affordable urban homes over 5 years. ठीक है. Now you can see the special focus here. So special assistance जो है वो provide करवाई जाएगी. You can see the specifications which includes your women, transgender person, SC, STs as well as your OBCs also. Financial support की अगर मैं बात करूँ, so you can just read by yourself. This is just what is given, under the data. Now, verticals and components that are associated here. So, affordable housing in partnership is there, and beneficiary-led construction is also there. Shared funding kitni hai? So, it is, which includes your, MOH, your UA, as well as your state, UT, as well as your ULBs also, plus beneficiaries also there. Sharing partners may be, you can just see the data. Or agar main, if when I talk about the states, so यहाँ पे UTs without legislature का 100% जो है, that is through the central government only, और यहाँ पे 90% is from the center and 10% is from the state. ठीक है. Now we talk about the credit linked subsidy scheme. So interest subsidy कितनी है, 40% on first 8 lakh of loan. Loan tenure जो है वो up to 12 years जो है वो यहाँ पे हो गया है. Max subsidy कितनी provide होगी, 1.80 lakh in 5 years of installment. ठीक है. Affordable renting housing की हम बात कर रहे हैं, which includes your model 1 as well as model 2. Convert government vacant houses to rental and build, operate and maintain your new rental housing. This is your model 1 as well as model 2. Now housing vouchers for the vouchers for the private projects is also there, and it includes your technology innovation grant also, and also includes your interest subsidy scheme. Now the data is just given here, you can just go through by yourself only. Okay. Now we have supportive components here, so you can see that we have TISM, which focuses on promoting your green, innovative, modern housing technologies, affording housing, affordable housing policy mandate is there, in which this is ensured that all states, UTs must frame an affordable housing policy, and we are also focusing on the rest of the things. अचीवमेंट्स, यहाँ पे अगर मैं अचीवमेंट्स की बात करूँ तो स्कीम कब लॉन्च हुई थी, 2015 में स्कीम लॉन्च हुई थी. हाउस जो सैंक्शन हुए हैं दैट इज 118.64 लाख, एंड कंस्ट्रक्टेड कितने हो गए, डिलीवर कितने हो गए, दैट इज 92 lakhs हैज बीन डिलीवर्ड. नाउ द न्यू लॉन्च इज ऑफ आवास योजना अर्बन 2.0. अब इसका जो डेट है दैट इज राइट फ्रॉम 24 till 2029. अफोर्डेबल, इंक्लूसिव एंड टेक enabled urban housing को प्रोवाइड करना, एंड वी नो दैट we are focusing on. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट यू हैव अ स्मार्ट सिटीज मिशन. स्मार्ट सिटीज मिशन में दिस इज क्लियर राइट फ्रॉम रीडिंग द स्कीम बाय इटसेल्फ. हमारी सिटीज को और ज़्यादा स्मार्ट करना थ्रू द टेक्नोलॉजी, थ्रू केटरिंग, गिविंग सॉल्यूशंस टू प्रॉब्लम दैट दे हैव. वाटर लॉगिंग का प्रॉब्लम, गिव देम सॉल्यूशन दैट मेक्स योर cities more smarter in a manner. That was launched in the year of 2015. ठीक है. कंक्लूड कब हुआ है ये, 31 March 2025 को. नॉडल मिनिस्ट्री कौन सी है, हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स नॉडल मिनिस्ट्री. इट कम्स अंडर द सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम. ठीक है. अब मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है कि हमारा जो कोर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसको इम्प्रूव करना, सस्टेनेबल एनवायरनमेंट को इम्प्रूव करना, डिसेंट क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ प्रोवाइड करना, एंड वी हैव टू गिव देम स्मार्ट सॉल्यूशंस. ठीक है. दिस इज द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव हियर. Now you can see the progress by yourself. You can just read the numbers by yourself also. ठीक है. Funding structure क्या है कि जो this also includes your numbers only. So you can just read the data by yourself. Now area based development. Area based development as in कि यहाँ पे जो areas है उनके हिसाब से जो development है वो करनी है. As in I'm specifically talking about redevelopment, your retrofitting as well as your new greenfield developments. Pan city projects, so tech driven infrastructure interventions की अगर मैं बात करूँ, या फिर when I talk about your information communication technology, we need to improve services here also. Now special purpose vehicles, ठीक है, उनको भी क्रिएट करना for the city level implementation. We are here focusing on the PPP models also to promote your competitive federalism, and we need to make our cities more smarter in a manner. This is what is the focus here. Key achievements you can just just read by yourself. ये जो data है you can just read by yourself also. ठीक है. इनोवेटिव इनिशिएटिव्स कौन से हैं इसके अंदर, साइकिल्स फॉर चेंज इज देयर, स्ट्रीट फॉर पीपल इज देयर, ट्रांसपोर्ट फॉर ऑल इज देयर, एंड ईट स्मार्ट सिटीज इज ऑल्सो देयर. ठीक है. Challenges इसमें क्या क्या है कि adapting to the new emerging crisis, as in I'm talking about COVID time है, तो वहाँ पे भी थोड़ा कहीं ना जो है वो प्रॉब्लम आया था. Similarly when I talk about the air pollution, so ये भी it is an emerging challenge that we have. Need for inclusive infrastructure, and we need to improve our food standard safeties also. Now what are the recommendation कि जो हमारा ABD model है उसको transformate करा जाए. यहाँ पे जो scale pan city smart solutions है, we have to achieve it, and we have to encourage our PPP program also. This is what has been discussed here. One second. Yes. So these are the schemes. These are the schemes that you can see. These are the schemes that we have just discussed with all of you. There are 16 schemes that we have discussed, and I hope each and every scheme is just clear to everyone. ठीक है, schemes बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है, similar हैं जो कि हम